Well, Lisa, we also have some additional breaking news that we need to get to. So, Lisa, tell me, what are you hearing? What are you learning here?
So, Antonia, we have learned that the Justice Department has filed a criminal complaint against a 19-year-old man in Ohio named Tyson Proper. And that stems from the allegations that Kash Patel, the FBI director, put on X this morning, having to do with a terror plot against the UFC fight at the White House over the weekend. Tyson Proper was arrested. It stemmed from his father calling local authorities in Cincinnati, Ohio, expressing concern about his son being radicalized online and associating with people that were ultra-Christian, right-wing, but who also had a lot of grievances against the government. He said that his son had accumulated a bunch of equipment, including ammunition, magazines, camping equipment, and that he was preparing for, in the words of his mother, who was also interviewed, recon missions. It turns out that after the FBI took Tyson Proper's iPhone, they discovered signal chats with up to 20-plus individuals where they were talking about a plot that largely follows what Kash Patel described in his X post, a plot to send drones over the White House grounds during the UFC fight to force a mass evacuation event and then to explode those drones, but also cause sort of a secondary event as people were evacuating to hurt people via sniper fire. Now, Tyson Proper himself was also interviewed by the FBI. He was hospitalized in connection with this expression of homicidal ideation. One of the things I want to emphasize here, in addition to what the plan was who these people were. According to Proper himself, he said that he'd been communicating with a group on TikTok called Vanguard of the Old. And I'm going to read to you from the FBI officer's affidavit. It says the members of the group stated that they wanted to protect the United States, which they believed was headed in the wrong direction. Members of the group believed that the United States needed to be torn down so that it could be rebuilt. They expressed a desire that people who were involved with Jeffrey Epstein should not govern the country. Tyson Proper, according to his mother, was also expressing anti-Semitic sentiment, expressed sympathies for Hitler, for example. And then there was a point in time where the group itself was talking about the people they were going to focus on with respect to the terror plot. And they named individual members of the government, in particular, several members of Congress, including Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, Senator Jim Justice of West Virginia, Shelley Moore Capito, another senator from West Virginia, individual members of Congress. And it says that the images that were shared on Signal were taken from a website called trackapac.com. APAC, of course, being a pro-Israel lobby that many people are fascinated with right now. And they were obsessed with, according to Tyson Proper, how much money these people had received from APAC-affiliated groups and organizations.
Lisa, thank you for breaking all of that down. It's incredibly chilling to hear that spelled out as you have, especially given the recent pattern of incidents around the White House and their related events. Lisa, thank you so much. Ty Cobb, thank you as well.